What are nuggets made out of anyway?
If you have to ask, you can't afford it, toots. Sorry, that was inappropriate. This is a hot dog is a sandwich.
Ketchup is a smoothie.
Yeah, I put ice in my cereal, so what?
That makes no sense.
A hot dog is a sandwich.
A hot dog is a sandwich.
Welcome to our podcast, A Hot Dog is a Sandwich, the show where we break down the world's biggest food debates. I'm your host, Josh Scher.
And I'm your host, Nicole Tootsiniety. What does toots mean? Does it mean tootsie? Like Tootsie Girl? Like a Tootsie Pop?
I think it's like an ethnic minority in Rwanda, the Tutsi.
Oh, Tootsie people?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't think it's related to that. I don't know where toots comes from etymologically. And I do want people to know.
I'm Googling it.
Anytime Nicole and I do a little intro where there seems to be a little bit of friction, sometimes we'll see comments where it's like, I think they're in a fight. But you know that it's not, because then we both coordinatedly turn to the camera, if you're listening on audio, but we still coordinate and say, this is a hot dog is a sandwich. So it's a bit of stage acting.
We are actors. We are professional actors.
You sure? You went to Juilliard?
I'm a thespian. I identify as a thespian.
I'm thespian adjacent. I did go to a women's rugby match this Sunday, and I had a great time.
Short for Tootsie, Tootsie from Tootsie Wootsie, a familiar form of address to a sweetheart, originally playfully your nursery name for a small foot, from childish pronunciation of foot. Foot sounds like toot. It's a kitty. It's like for kids.
Tootsie Wootsie. I feel like I need to be like just chewing on a cigar. Going, hey, Tootsie Wootsie over here. Anyways, Nicole, tell them what we're talking about.
Today we're going to be ranking a few chicken nuggets from a few fast food joints.
Yeah, we're talking about what the best fast food nuggets are.
I didn't get all of them. Just to be fair, I didn't get all of them, but I got most of them.
We had a good smattering. We got some of the heavy hitters here. People are really into Wendy's. We have our own biases here.
What do you mean?
I mean, you and I have been on record as saying McDonald's chicken nuggets are the absolute best, and they're sort of the progenitor of fast food chicken nuggets.
I've been saying progeny a lot.
Progeny, that's a good word. I like progenitor. But no, McDonald's is like credited as being the first to introduce chicken nuggets, and a lot of people say it was taking influence from Chinese American fried chicken dishes. I mean, not tempura, but the way that Chinese American food, you take the little chicken nugget, if you will, and then you bread it, and then you fry it, and then you sauce it. And so little tiny fried chicken pieces of processed meat that have preservatives like salt and citric acid and spices and ascorbic acid, who knows, mixed in there. And then breaded and fried, and now they are an absolute mainstay, and they're more important than ever, Nicole.
Why more important than ever?
Climate change.
Oh, God. Can I eat one of these?
Let's do it. The sea levels are sea leveling. We don't love that. No, but beef is getting more and more expensive to raise. There are more and more droughts. And people are also getting wise to the health effects of beef. And so people are eating more chicken than ever.
Really?
Chickens are very small. Carbon emissions are lower.
I eat so much beef.
Yeah, I think you're a little bit in the minority on that. Beef levels are dropping, and the American Cattlemen's Association, which I think their shorthand is just beef.
Oh, really?
Like the company, or not the company, but the association just calls himself Beef. It's what's for dinner. But hamburgers are getting more expensive. Chicken nuggets are cheaper. Fast food, labor prices are rising. They need to keep up profits for whomever. You putting ketchup on my nugget? I hate ketchup on my nugget.
What do you mean?
So now there's like fast food chicken nugget wars going on. They're all competing for resources. They're making spicy nuggies.
I like spicy nuggets.
We are now eating the McDonald's nugget. Nicole forcibly put it in my mouth.
No, I didn't. There's cameras. I didn't force anything in your mouth.
What do you think about McDonald's nuggets? Like, really try and analyze this from Nicole, a professional chef's perspective.
Well, I will say it's a wonderful punch of MSG.
Big time.
I do taste a lot of MSG, a lot of that umami, a lot of that deliciousness. It is very chickeny tasting. I think, again, that's from the MSG. I think there's a little touch of white pepper, which opens up for more flavors to be introduced.
White pepper tastes like chicken.
I agree. And I find myself seasoning a lot of the time my chicken with white pepper. And it's almost better than black pepper.
I don't know why exactly that is. So white pepper versus black pepper.
What's the outside? So it's the berry. So it's the pepper berry. When it's dry, they remove the outer black outside of it.
So it's got like less to me of a fruity taste to it.
It's less, the thing is, it's less pungent, but it's more spicy.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. So you get less of that like fruity, almost tannic pungency, but you're left with some of that spice. But to me, I don't know if they add a bunch of white pepper to things like Campbell's chicken noodle soup, but I associate the taste of white pepper with soup, and I associate the taste of McDonald's chicken nuggies with white pepper, and those are really good. Also,
how do you feel about the breading?
I think it's the best, especially fresh, hot out the fryer.
Yeah.
Because
These are a little bit old.
it's a wet batter.
Yeah.
Right?
Is it? Are we sure?
Look at, you can tell. It's actually I spilled our Wendy's nuggies. You can tell this isn't a breadcrumb coating, right? There's little aeration.
Yeah, there's no breadcrumbs. I agree.
There's like aeration in a wet batter, and it's actually really similar. It's effectively tempura.
Yeah, sure.
Right? It's like cold water, spices, probably some sort of coloring, and flour.
Do they come frozen?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're certainly frozen. They're frozen, they're cooked, and then they're frozen again, and then they're shipped to the McDonald's, and then they cook them, and you got an ultra crispy coating on it, and it blends super well. The interesting thing, though,
Yeah.
God, this is good. It's making my salivary glands go to overdrive.
Yeah, me too.
But McDonald's recently-ish introduced spicy nuggets. Have you had them?
I haven't had the McDonald's. Yes, we actually ate them together, didn't we? Like
Did
a
we?
year ago?
They don't taste right to me.
The spicy nuggets? You're right. The Wendy's spicy nuggets are great, though.
Because Wendy's I associate with spicy nuggets, but McDonald's...
You don't want ketchup?
Which one is this?
Do you want ketchup?
I don't want ketchup.
Okay.
This is Jack in the Box. Give me a Jack Nuggie. Looking at this, it's a dry breadcrumb coating, super fine breadcrumb.
Smell it. What does it smell like? It smells like chicken soup. This smells like chicken soup.
I'm trying to figure out what the spice is on there and the smell. Is it just paprika? Not too bad.
Mm-hmm. I think I might... I can't believe I'm saying this. I think I might prefer the coating of Jack in the Box a little bit more. Yeah, I do like it.
The Jack in the Box ones are much saltier.
Which I like.
They have a dry breadcrumb coating. To me, it's probably absorbed a little bit more oil. Mm-hmm. The meat is saltier. The meat is also springier. Interesting thing about McDonald's nuggets, right? Mm-hmm. During, would it have been post Super Size Me or pre?
I love Super Size Me. It's one of my favorite documentaries.
Super Size Me it doesn't pass any sort of scientific muster.
It's entertaining.
Right? It's very entertaining.
So entertaining.
It's an incredibly entertaining doc. But Super Size Me, for people who don't know, Morgan Spurlock, 2003 maybe?
Yeah, 2003.
What a moment in time. He ate McDonald's for every single meal of the day for an entire month.
Yeah.
And if they ever asked, do you want to supersize it? For the millennials watching, you used to go into McDonald's. McDonald's makes the highest margins on their drinks and their fries.
Sure.
For a while, every time you got a $1 McDouble, they actually lost money.
Wow,
right?
really?
It was only through the drinks and the fries they're making money. So if you pay any amount of upcharge for any amount of sizing difference, they're still winning. That's how cheap soda water and syrup is. That's how cheap potatoes are.
You know what my favorite part of that whole documentary was? When they had the panel of kids and they showed the kids like pictures of Albert Einstein and they're all like, I don't know. And then when they saw pictures of Ronald McDonald, they were like, Ronald McDonald!
What does that prove? Why should kids know Einstein are?
I don't know. Something like that. I'm not sure if it was
When do you teach the general theory of relativity to a child?
When you're 7? God.
Yes, I don't know.
Okay, well, let me tell you something about these Jack in the Box ones. Like you said, there's less MSG, so they taste less chickeny. They're less chickeny tasting than the McDonald's
More
ones.
salt, a little bit more spice, less comforting. I was talking about Super Size Me.
Oh, sorry.
So, McDonald's went through a crisis after that. It was a huge PR crisis because he gained a ton of weight and his liver started failing. I think he also struggled with alcoholism for a while.
Did he work out?
No, didn't work out at all. And it basically, at the end, his sex drive went down.
I remember that when it was like sex drive.
There's a fantastic episode of a podcast called Maintenance Phase.
Yeah, you love Maintenance Phase.
That y'all should listen to about that documentary, and it's really fascinating. It goes through all of the confounding variables that would have happened, but it still had a massive effect on McDonald's.
Sure.
And so they went all white meat on their chicken.
Yeah.
As like, hey, healthier.
But you know what's so funny? Actually, when I was reheating these, Link told me, he's like, did you know that they used to do dark meat every now and then? I'm like, I had no idea that it was dark meat in the chicken nuggets. He's like, no, they changed it. So Link actually spread some knowledge on me.
It's literally lighter in color. You can see how light McDonald's is. But if you know anything about white meat chicken, there's no fat in it. So if you try and grind it into a sausage, because nuggets are filled with sausage.
Yeah, nuggets are
This is sausages. This ain't what real chicken meat tastes like.
That's why it's so snappy.
It's so snappy.
Yeah.
But white meat doesn't have any fat to it. So what they do is they just blend the skin right in there.
Oh, really?
Smart, isn't it?
It's kind of delicious.
I know. I love nuggets.
I've always been a nugget girl.
Where do you rank between Jack in the Box and McDonald's?
McDonald's before Jack in the Box.
Yeah, same, right?
Yeah.
Moving on to Wendy's.
Sure. Now, Wendy's is known for their spicy nugs. Here you go.
I grew up probably going to Wendy's more than any other fast food restaurant, except for Taco Bell.
Really? I never went to Wendy's.
There was one right by my home. I'm so sorry for all the eating noises. You're going to have to deal with it. I don't know what to tell you. There was a Wendy's right by my home, and you can see the visible specks of black pepper in there. And their
It's not
dollar
doing
menu,
Nothing. It's not doing nothing.
their dollar menu is the best. You get a cup of chili and a junior Caesar salad that had bacon bits on it, and a baked potato and a cheeseburger for $4.
4 for 4.
It's a whole meal.
Was that the 4 for 4?
But you could also get 8 for 8 or 1 for 1 because it was just $1 at the time. But then they introduced the 4 for 4.
Oh, did you ever put the chili on the baked potato?
All the time. This is excellent. You don't like this Wendy's nugget?
I hate this Wendy's nugget.
Why do you hate the Wendy's nugget?
I don't love it.
It's sumptuous. It's spiced. It's got a dry
sumptuous.
breading.
It's the opposite of sumptuous.
Can I have the Jack? Can I have the Jack in the Box one?
it's
I want to compare.
It's hard and it's unenjoyable and it's weak. The nugget is weak, Josh. The nugget is weak. I was going to say the wugget is neek.
Wendy's looks pretty white meat too. I wonder if they created an arms race after McDonald's
white
went
meat?
all white.
Yeah.
To where now other places needed to use that as like a buzzword, which it does not change the overall health of the nugget whatsoever.
You like this more than Jack in the Box?
Hold on.
I don't like this more than Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box?
They're very similar. I think Wendy's has more either water or fat emulsified into their meat.
But Jack in the Box has more seasoning.
I agree with that.
Makes for a more pleasant
Do you
eating
need that
experience.
much seasoning on your nugget?
Yeah.
All right.
But it's okay, Josh. We can disagree and still be friends. I need to every few episodes, I need to remind you.
What should we move on to next? Nuggets also used to be an entree.
What do you mean?
They used to be an entree. You would get nuggets and fries, and that was a meal.
What do you mean?
And you drink a Coke with it.
Still do that? Who
You
doesn't
can
do that?
still
anymore?
do that, but they started adding nuggets as a side.
Well, protein.
So the 4 for 4 deal. I think that's what it is. I think Americans we got bigger as a species, humans.
Yeah.
You know, Napoleon, tiny little man, even though he
Tiny.
wasn't really that tiny, he was like 5'8" or whatever. But
Napoleon was 5'8".
I believe Napoleon Bonaparte.
Can you Google? I think Napoleon
come on the show.
5'3".
No, I swear, Napoleon was like not that small, especially compared to the time.
Napoleon
and it
is
kind of became
5'3".
a weird little inside joke. Dude, Napoleon Bonaparte, height, weight, vertical jump, broad jump, 3-cone drill. I want all of Napoleon's NFL combat
He was
sets.
between 5'2" and 5'7". Okay,
What does that mean? Between 5'2" and 5'7"?
I think he's probably 5'4" then.
They say based on those calculations.
Okay, he was a
Napoleon
short
is
king.
5'6".
He was a
Like,
short king. He was a short
wait,
king.
no, Jamie,
What?
Jamie, can you Google average height from like early 1800s?
Oh God, it's
No,
right
this
here.
is important to me.
Yeah, it says the average for a Frenchman in the early 18th century is slightly over 5 feet 5 inches.
Yeah, and you know why? Because they weren't eating nuggets with their burgers. They were tiny people. Average height for an American, what? 5'9", 5'10"?
I couldn't tell you.
5'9". We've grown
How
3
tall am
inches
I?
because we started eating chicken nuggets as a side to our hamburgers.
How tall do you think I am?
Oh, this is the most sexist thing about me.
What?
I can't estimate the height of women.
Oh, but come on. You've known me for 5 years.
Every guy, ask me anybody in the office how tall they are.
How tall is Colby?
Colby's 5'9".
How tall is Jordan Blazik?
Jordan Blazik is 5'11".
How tall is Christian Rodriguez?
Christian Rodriguez is 5'7".
How tall is Brian Flanagan?
Brian Flanagan 6 feet exactly. See, I can do that. Ask me any woman.
How tall is who works here? Name a woman, Nicole. Name a woman.
Jamie
How tall-
Pittenger.
How tall is Hitch?
No idea.
How tall is Nicole Beatty?
Yeah, I don't remember. Because here's the
How tall is Lily?
No, I have no idea how tall you are. Lily's what, like 5'3", 5'2"?
How tall am I?
5'5".
I'm 5'3.5".
That's like basically 5'5". I don't know what to tell you. But no, chicken nuggets are sides now, which I think is great.
I like
because-
that. It's better than French fries. No, you got some protein in there. It's good for you.
I guess so. I don't know. It depends what your goals are. You know, I only eat to satisfy my 2.5 hour workouts in the gym in the morning.
That's wild.
To be clear, an hour of that is mostly stretching and me just writhing around on the ground trying to like stretch different areas of my pelvis differently.
What are you talking about?
All my back issues are because of my pelvis.
Is it really?
Yeah,
What's
so
wrong
I gotta
with your pelvis?
shift it. It's all muffed up. As the doctor said, your pelvis is all muffed up.
There's
muffed
no
up.
way,
You got a
there's
muffed
no
up
one-
pelvis.
There's no way a doctor said your pelvis is.
No, it's all like no. They're like, oh, you have overreactive anterior pelvic tilt or something.
Oh, I also have a pelvic tilt. You know what
Yeah.
you have to do? You got to tilt it the other way.
That's what I've been doing. That's what I do for like an hour a day, and so I need nuggets.
Do you do this? Hold on, sorry, Jamie.
For those on audio only,
do
Nicole
this?
is.
Do this?
Nicole, what's the verb that you're doing right now?
I'm tucking my pelvis.
Nicole's tucking her pelvis in the
I
middle of the
also have a pelvic
podcast.
tilt.
Now we're just talking about okay.
I'm sorry.
Burger King.
This podcast got a little crazy. I haven't had a chicken nugget in months.
Are you like a child who just had a bunch of red dye 40?
Yeah. Why do I like the crappy ones so much? Never mind. Oh, it was good in the beginning. That was bad.
Burger King got the most black pepper. And they always have, god dang it.
I don't like this one.
I'm getting a deeply roasty flavor from this.
Me too.
In a way that almost distracts from the chicken.
I don't think it's roasty. I think it's dirty fryer oil.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what you're tasting.
We do occasionally have confounding variables on this podcast.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. We forgot the KFC. We just glazed over the KFC.
I want to go back to that.
Okay.
Burger King nuggets to me have always been very, very heavily flavored. Burger King, they got a giant chicken nugget sandwich that I really love.
Is that
the original
chicken?
BK chicken sandwich, not the
long,
chicken.
Oh, the long one, the long boy.
Long chicken.
Long boy.
Right? They've made the chicken into the shape of a chancla, and they've deep fried it, and they put it on a hoagie roll with lettuce and mayonnaise. And last time,
the hottest lettuce on the block.
the fryer must have been cold, or the chicken extra frozen and sat in there for a long time. And they put that straight out of the fryer onto the bun. I could see the fry oil seeping through the lettuce into the bun.
That's actually
Nicole,
nasty.
it was so. It could use a squeeze of fresh lemon.
But it was good.
And I should have gone to like the iced tea bar or whatever and just grabbed a lemon wedge. But it was such a good sandwich.
It was good?
Just grease log. Their chicken is like really well spiced at Burger King.
I didn't like this though.
These nuggets?
Maybe
Do you think you could actually tell the difference between Wendy's, BK,
Sorry,
and Jack?
I ate that one.
That's gross.
No.
Wendy's, BK, and Jack, do you think you could actually tell the difference between them? Because they're very similar. They have very similar methodologies, very similar spicing, slightly different salt levels. Can we play a game of three nugget Monty?
I don't know how to play card games.
That's not, no, what's the thing where you put the balls in the cup? Isn't that called 3-cup Monty? Is that what it's called? Jamie, look up 3-cup Monty. You know, like Street Hustlers, Aquafina in the beginning of Ocean's 8.
You want me to close my eyes?
You know, she's speaking with an upsetting accent. All right.
Do you want me to close my eyes?
Close your eyes. Okay.
All
right, Nicole, coming in.
Are you feeding
Let the record show.
Are you feeding
Yeah,
me?
I'm so sorry. I got to reach around the mics. Which one do you think that was?
This bad. I think that one. Wait, I have to eat all three of them.
Yeah, correct. We're playing a little game right now to show
Okay.
how similar fast food nuggets are. All right, number 2 coming in.
I'm scared.
Don't bite too far in. Yeah, okay, sorry, it's on your laptop. The nugget fell out of Nicole's mouth because I was trying to be ginger and respectful. Do you have any idea which one that might be?
No! I'm waiting.
Did it taste different from the first?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah, the texture's so different.
Okay. Number 3 coming in. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Open it. Just open. You don't have to eat it you don't have to do this if you don't want to. I don't think I'm forcing you. Okay. Nugget number 3's in there. The baby took it latched. Nicole latched to the nugget.
God, this is so weird. They're gonna make memes about me.
I don't think so. I don't flatter yourself. When I said that, not like don't flatter yourself based on how
Can I open my eyes now?
I mean, don't flatter. We don't have that many fans. Like we do, and we love you, but like it's not.
Can I open my eyes now?
Yes, you could have always opened your eyes.
Okay. So the first one I ate
Yeah.
was Burger King. The second one I ate was Jack in the Box. The third one was Wendy's.
You switched Jack in the Box and Wendy's, but you did get Burger King, and you did immediately go, "It's bad. It's bad."
Yeah, that was my
bad.
that was my natural response. Oh my God, this is the one. This is the one I've been waiting for. I've never had one before.
You've never had a Carl Jr. chicken
No,
star?
but let me tell you, one time I saw a video on TikTok of a lady feeding her dog one of these and said, you can only have a bite if you just bite the corner. And the dog went like this.
Really? I bit the corner?
Oh my God, these are so good.
You think these are good?
Oh my God, this is so good.
Why?
It's hot.
Yeah, a lot of the other ones are cold. This to me is just like drastically underseasoned. These are meant for children, though. This is on the kids' menu.
Okay. Maybe that's why I like it. What's your problem?
These are fried very blonde.
Yeah, they're so good. They remind me of frozen chicken nuggets from these remind me of dino nuggets.
Do you think the star shape makes a better product?
Yes.
Why?
Because
Defend your position.
it makes me feel like a young spring child. And you can latch onto this.
Well,
It's so good.
I get dino nuggies, right? Dino nuggies are fun, but they're all basically the same shape. They're
they're not.
they're all
There's-
still lumpy though.
There's there's a Stegosaurus, and there's a T-Rex, and then there's, I don't know, probably some other one. I don't remember. The one with the long neck. The
I feel like we used to call them Brontosauri, and now they're people. I hear Allosaurus more
the
consistently.
Nancy Reagan. Do you get it?
The goat of throat. I think the star shape actively detracts from the nugget experience.
You think it where did
Too much
this come
breading.
from?
Too much breading. Too much breading. Not enough sumptuous meat product in there. Let's see if I can suck out some meat juices
You're
through
tripping.
it.
You're tripping.
Oh, you know what's messed up?
What?
If you sort of latch your teeth and just try and suck out the juices,
Good for
with
latching,
it, you
like
can
I
do
said.
it. It's
Yeah.
good for latching.
I literally made that point. Do you even hear? Can I ask you a real question? Do you hear me when I speak?
Yes, Maggie. So we're going
Oh man, we're shooting 2 podcasts back to back, and sometimes when that happens, we get a little unhinged in numero dos.
I think we're hinged, man. I'm hinged.
Oh my god, it's time for KFC. Are these nuggets or are these like chicken? You know what I mean?
Yes, Maggie. This is chicken.
No, like, is this like chicken breast or is this like a nugget form?
Bite into it.
Because it feels like it's chicken. Like a piece of chicken.
These are the nuggets from Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Oh my god, it's so good. But that's because it's just a piece of chicken. It's not ground.
It's not ground. So, talking about different chicken restaurants having beef, with each other. KFC, they're coming for Chick-fil-A's neck. Chick-fil-A has nuggets, which are just little fried pieces of chicken breast.
That's why I didn't get it, because I thought, and my brain was like, oh, these are chicken bites, which is what they're called on the menu. And I'm like, oh, that's not a chicken nugget.
Wait, at KFC, they're called nuggets, though.
Look at the
it
box.
says
Look
on
at
the
the box.
box. These are violently salty.
I like it.
It's good. It's just violently salty.
I feel like it's been injected with like salty liquid.
I think it has in like salt water, in fact. Yeah, I mean, it's delicious. You get the 11 herbs and spices. KFC, the seasoning on their chicken is much like Nancy Reagan goated, right?
Yeah.
Like it's tough to beat.
Yeah, it is.
It's like it's so aromatic. It has its own distinct smell. You can smell KFC from a mile away. It's like smelling Subway's bread, except KFC actually makes you want to eat it. But these aren't nuggets, right? A nugget, there's no strict definition of what a nugget is.
No, these, unfortunately, we need to DQ them. I think we have to DQ the KFC nuggets, unfortunately.
But I did want to talk about these because for the longest time, KFC has had popcorn chicken.
Oh, that's right. That's right. But I guess they're just rebranding, huh?
Their popcorn chicken was a little bit smaller than these nuggets.
I love their popcorn chicken.
I do too. And I feel like the popcorn chicken was better than the nuggets, right?
It's been so long since I've tasted them. I can't even remember what the popcorn chicken tastes like,
Oh, I
unfortunately.
just bit into a part of the chicken nugget. That
Ew.
was like a gusher of fry oil.
I just
Oh, it
got chills.
exploded in my mouth and it was good.
Ew.
baby,
Oh, it was good? Okay,
good.
well, you like the taste of oil soft food sometimes.
Yeah, what are you going to do? So they had to rebrand their popcorn chicken, making it a little bit bigger and, to me, worse, serving it in a worse package.
Yeah.
To try and compete with Chick-fil-A, who already, to me, is not making nuggets. They were making popcorn chicken all along, but they called it nuggets.
Well, no, Chick-fil-A calls it chicken bites. I already
We
told
call it chicken bite.
I told you, he doesn't listen to me when I speak. It's very frustrating. Also, why do we eat like heathens? Like, we eat like...
You did not get me a plate. Are there any other fast food nuggets that you think can compete with these? We just ordered the closest ones to us, to be honest.
Sonic.
Never
probably
had a
has
nugget
good-
from Sonic. If I'm going to Sonic, I'm getting a chili cheese dog.
We went to Sonic one time. It was fun.
Did we have a nice time?
Not really.
Did I do anything to actively detract from our time at Sonic?
No, I just wasn't feeling it.
Well, did you get a nerd slush?
Yeah, we got a grape nerd slush. You don't remember anything. Everything I tell you just goes. It's fine.
We do too many things.
I let me tell you, I learned a lot today. Number one being, I love McDonald's for the true unadulterated nugget flavor, because I think chicken nuggets taste different than chicken. You know what I mean?
I agree. It's like the way a bratwurst tastes different than a hamburger.
Sure.
Right.
Absolutely.
I agree with that.
But I will say the chicken stars are a perfect kid's food. And
What makes a perfect kid's food?
It's shaped like a star. Number one, it's shaped cool.
Yeah.
Number two, it's breaded perfectly. Number three, it's not too toasted. It's not too oil logged. It's breaded and it's simple and it's delicious and it serves its purpose. You feed your kids some stars, they shut up in the back seat, and you call it a day. All these other ones, you know, they're good for they're good for like people, but the stars are for the kids, and it brings out the inner kid. You know what I used to do after dance class every week? My mom would take me to McDonald's, and I would get the chicken nuggets, and I was a happy kid. But now I don't need them anymore. I want to eat the stars because they make me feel like a kid again, and that feels nice.
Jack in the Box put the most salt into theirs. I like that. Yeah, they were like, is this salty enough? And they said, nah.
Jack in the Box is very salty, but it's not MSG. McDonald's has the most MSG and is the most familiar tasting. Wendy's, too much black pepper. Burger King, literally oil sogged, like the oil was old. And the chicken stars are just flat out perfect. And that's how I feel about this whole ranking and tasting and testing today.
I ate too many nuggets. I don't feel good. Nicole, do you feel that we can make an accurate ranking right now of all these?
I just did.
Well, no, we got to put it in order officially.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so we're going.
Let's move. First of all, to pick up all the nuggets and put them in the Wendy's box.
I'm putting in the nugget shards. I'm putting the nugget shards in the box. I'm sorry, a lot of those shards are me. But you know, I would say rather a shard than a shart.
So we had to drink a cocktail before this to taste test it, and I think it's hitting Josh.
I'm about to get thrown out of this bar, man. You think you can stop me over there? Huh?
Okay, let's rank them. How do you?
Okay.
Can you close that box, please?
Yes. Why are we closing the box? Why do we? Okay.
To make it equal.
Thank you.
Just covered in grease and what feels like sand.
Rub it on your shirt.
I'm like, if I
Rub it on your shirt.
I don't want to. I don't know how to get stains out of clothes. And once they're stained, I throw them away.
Jamie threw a wad of paper towels at your foot.
Thank you, Jamie.
No problem.
This is a very professional podcast, and people love it. Josh, usually we're talking about the Contra affair, but unfortunately, it's just chicken nuggets.
It's true.
I'm sorry, Josh.
There's so many crumbs.
Okay, let's rank them.
McDonald's, number 1. Bang, bang, flavor gang, as they say. Nicole, what you got number 2?
Bring me those stars.
You putting stars in number 2?
I love the stars. I'm a star! Name the movie.
Superstar, Molly Shannon. All right, number...
No!
Waterworld, Kevin Costner. Oh, sorry, Dances with Wolves.
No!
Kevin Costner.
Pearl. But I'm a star!
That's a movie?
Yeah.
Dude, do you know anything about nouveau horror in the modern age?
Oh, is Pearl the one by that one director who puts
Ty West.
Goth Baby in it?
Mia Goth.
Is it Mia Goth?
Goth Baby? Yeah, Mia Goth.
Who's Goth Baby?
I don't know. Mia Goth was she shined in that role.
Baby Goth?
Josh, Mia Goth. Her name
Mia
is
Goth is
she has a baby.
Is that her real name?
Yes.
Is there anybody named Goth Baby?
That's someone
Google
Trevor
Goth?
went out with many years ago.
Wait, really?
Yes.
No, that's different. No, not a Goth Baby. These are just babies dressed up like Wednesday Addams or like Pete Wentz. Hey, Baby Goth. Baby Goth.
Baby Gronk.
Yeah, Baby Goth is like a person. What do they do?
Josh, who is this Suicide Girls like goth girl, alt girl?
No.
This podcast sucks. Let's start from the beginning.
Number 2, we got chicken stars. I'll honor it, Nicole. Not mad about it. You know why? Because I'm a star. That's from a movie called Pearl featuring Baby Goth.
Burger King, end of the line. Which do you like more, Wendy's or Jack in the Box?
I would like to honor Jack in the Box's audacious salinity levels, and I would like to put Jack in the Box in the 3 spot.
There you have it.
Burger King's dead last for you.
Obviously, what do you mean?
What do you mean, obviously? There's no
like,
room for debate here?
It tastes...
That's the food debate podcast.
It is?
I don't know.
Is it? I thought it's just for us to hang out.
Yeah, basically.
These are our one-on-ones. Burger King, because it tasted like burnt fryer oil, Josh. What are you talking about?
But that's not endemic to Burger King. You know, that's the Burger King.
It's not endemic to Burger King?
The Burger King that we went to had burnt fry oil. But to me, it's such a lateral move between Wendy's and Burger King.
No way.
I would say Wendy's gets the nod. If we're talking about my own personal rankings here.
Okay, no one cares about that. We're together. You can't put your listen, you can't your viewpoint is very American. You're only thinking about your own selfish point of view. Have you ever thought about maybe thinking about the collective for the greater good?
Workers of the world unite! You have nothing to lose but your chains! Want the best chicken nuggets at home? No drive-thru needed? The Spork team has tasted and ranked the best frozen chicken nuggets available at your grocery store. Head to spork.com and search nuggets to find the full ranking. All right, Nicole. Heard what you and I have to say. Now it's time to find out what other wacky opinions are rattling out there in the universe. Opinions
are like casserole.
But Nicole, before we get to everyone's favorite segment, Opinions Like Casseroles, we have everyone's fourth favorite segment, which is Review or Review. That's right.
There's only 3 segments.
Yeah, I think the several ad breaks where we're talking about like Whole Foods fresh fish offerings, I think those are people's third favorites. I really do love their fish counter. That's not a paid ad.
Not
That's
sponsored.
Just, love me some Whole Foods fish, dude. They do good work. This is
On
from
with it.
Hammock Girl Studio. I'm trying to read. It's hard. 5 stars. I want them as my best friends. I've listened to the podcast. We're laughing because we're not good friends. I've listened to the podcast from the very beginning, lol. I've discovered my favorite time to listen is when I'm just laying out and soaking up the sun rays. Yeah, skin cancer, son. I was a lobster child every summer of my youth. The damage has already been done. Let me absorb my vitamin D in peace.
LOL.
During the winter, I listen usually when my stupid ADHD brain wakes up at 4 a.m. with some song playing so loud in my head I can't get back to sleep. It's funny, it's informative, and you get weirdly invested in Josh and Nicole's lives. Give it a shot. I heart this podcast. Nicole, tell Hammock Girl Studio your worst tendencies as a friend.
My worst tendencies as a friend?
Yeah.
God. Are you talking about post-marriage or pre-marriage?
Well, you're currently post-marriage, so if Hammock Girl wants us as their best friends, this is you now.
God, I'm just really reclusive.
Yeah.
Just really to myself. I am so to myself that I don't know anything about anybody's life.
Yeah?
It's pretty tragic, but it's just the truth. Sometimes when you get older, it happens.
Yeah. I get that, man.
Yeah.
No idea what Deep's up to right now.
It sucks.
Good engaged. I'm really excited about that.
Mazel.
Yeah, mazel.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I'm just never going to text. I'm never going to text you back.
Josh has a texting problem.
Well, you'll have to do it because but most of my friends, we're all on the same page.
That's
and,
beautiful.
We're copacetic about it. And, we'll see each other a couple times a year. They live in different areas. It's adult life.
It's adult life.
Nothing
wrong with shooting a text, though, if you're feeling lonely, if you miss a
100%.
friend, just text
I'll just
them.
call people sometimes. It's really nice.
I don't need to do that with you, though, because I see you every day
Yeah,
at
exactly.
work.
I see you more than everybody in my life, more than my fiance, Julia. In fact, what my friends have taken to doing, which I really appreciate, is that especially the ones that are more aggressive, like, hey, let's
Hang
it's
out.
alumni weekend at UCSB, let's plan.
Oh, cute.
But I don't text them back. They text Julia now which isn't fair to put her as my schedule coordinator, but
It's okay. It happens. I'm also not really, but kind of David's schedule coordinator. Like, people just send me like evites and paperless posts to me because they know David won't look at his email.
Is this why there's a male loneliness epidemic?
Maybe. Maybe. Are you?
Can we change?
I give
Nah.
I give this review 5 out of 5 because
review.
I learned so much about you.
Yeah.
You reviewed yourself, Hammock Girl Studio, and I learned a lot about you.
I feel like we could be friends. You seem weird.
You should wear sunscreen though. What the heck?
I don't like normal friends.
What do you mean?
None of my friends are particularly normal. I struggle to hang out with normal people.
But see, I don't qualify as your friend, right?
No. You're weird as
That's
hell.
so
You're so
mean.
weird.
No, I'm not. No,
Aren't you the weird one of your friend group?
yeah.
Right? So
Well, I don't think I'm weird. I just think I'm unique.
yeah, someone thesaurus.com unique and like weird comes up.
Oh man.
I think it's
But
good. It's a good quality
Do
in a
you
person.
really think
I
we're
don't...
not friends?
No, we are friends.
You said
And
we're not.
Even if either of us leave this, job, like we'll still maintain friendships.
We became friends because we worked together.
Yeah, which I think that's a real friendship.
Do you?
Yeah. I'm not blinking hard. My physical tick is not showing, right?
You're doing really good.
God, I had to blink. Let's get to that first opinion. First opinion, Josh and Nicole aren't real friends.
Hi, Josh and Nicole. My name's Guido. And first off, Team Wet Food and Hot Mayo, Josh.
Heck
My
yeah.
hot take is that ketchup, while it is great, it gets progressively worse as you age. I always expect it to
What?
be amazing, but it's never as good of a condiment as I expect it to be. I'm also a student at the Institute of Culinary Education. If the Mythical Kitchen is ever looking for another kitcheneer, you know who
Hey.
to call.
Oh, cute.
Anyway, love the pod. ranch doesn't belong on pizza. Right?
Whoa, you son of a biscuit. You snuck it in at the end.
How, as I hold a Heinz tomato ketchup packet in my hand, clutching it tight as though it were the heart of a lion. I love ketchup.
He said that ketchup doesn't taste as good as you age, right?
I haven't aged in like 10 years.
But you have. Yeah, like the...
I am emotionally 21.
What are those? They're like the ends of your neurons that fray and they make you die. Telomeres? Yeah, like the telomeres are fraying.
Villi.
What's a telomeres?
Can I throw this at you?
Yeah, go for it. Perfect. So, no, there's a reason that ketchup tastes better when you're a child, and it's because children are more genetically predisposed to enjoy sweet things. And also not like sour things, but like acid and sugar taste really good to children.
Yeah,
right,
that
and
makes
that's
sense.
because sugar is good for development. Like
also, like when I was a kid, like I never liked mustard, and then I grew up, and now I like mustard.
In part because your taste buds are getting less sensitive as you age.
And I'm maturing.
And so things like, shout out Ariel Johnson, things like those sulfuric volatiles, mustard has a ton of that, those sort of mellow out and become more pleasant. Also, your palate gets more educated.
Absolutely.
Right? And so when people say like ketchup is a children's condiment, it's like, well, I still love it as an adult, but you're right. It's quite sweet. It's a little bit acidic.
I think I'd rather dip my fries in a spiced mayonnaise instead of a ketchup.
I still love ketchup, though.
Me too. I love ketchup, too. I eat it a lot. But I would say, like, spiced mayonnaise, probably.
Shout out to Institute of Culinary Education. We got two ICE alums on the squad right now.
Yeah, we love culinary school.
They're great.
Kids.
Pretty good at cooking, man. You guys are teaching good stuff. Ranch, probably doesn't belong on pizza, but I like it.
I love ranch on
Piss
pizza.
off.
Hey, my name's Nick. I live in Oregon, but I'm originally from Wisconsin. And people here don't seem to understand when I talk about cheese curds being squeaky. Do you guys know what squeaky cheese curds are? And if so, yeah, just talk about them, I guess.
I like cheese curds.
You know what he's talking about, right?
Yeah, cheese curds.
But like the squeaky, the ones that have this sort of rubbery quality to them.
Yeah, those are the ones that I know and love.
Yeah, but I feel like I don't know squeaky cheese curds as endemically. I said endemic too many times today.
Yeah.
I don't know cheese curds as intimately or squeakily as like a Quebecois person, right? We didn't grow up with squeaky cheese curds.
Yeah, exactly. We didn't grow up with it.
And
but
so
you haven't. It's good.
Sure, but like the way an Italian could eat a noodle and be like, that's al dente. The way a Taiwanese person could eat a noodle and go like, that's QQ. You know what I mean? Like they have that in their DNA because they grew up eating that kind of stuff and they are probably very discerning about it. Ditto with Canadians and squeaky cheese curds because if you ever get poutine that does not have squeaky cheese on it, they get all mad. They're like, zut alors, you know? Quell horror, as Nicole would say. And so I know what you're talking about, but it's not something that a majority of Americans do. Maybe Wisconsin, they're also very attuned to it, but I don't think I associate squeaky cheese curds with Montreal rather than Wisconsin.
I agree. I haven't had too much squeaky cheese, but it is a very pleasant eating experience when you eat squeaky cheese.
I love a mouthfeel, man.
I love it. It's a fun food to eat because you're like, cheese shouldn't squeak like that, but it does, and it's good and it's cool. It's cool how cheese can do that.
Cheese is a really hot take here. Here's my hot take.
What is it?
Cheese, pretty cool.
Oh my God.
Pretty cool we did that. Pretty cool we did that as humans.
I'm a big cheese fan. It's the one food I don't think I could live without.
That is why do you feel that cheese is more of
like a drug.
A women's game?
It's like a drug.
I know so many like self-identifying cheese B words. They call themselves that. I'm a cheese B word.
It makes the neurons in my brain that you were talking about unfray. It makes them come together. It makes me feel good.
Wow, the Benjamin Buttoning of cheese.
It makes me feel, I love eating cheese.
Pretty cool that we just rotted milk and then mashed it together and
added
made weird
bacteria
little art to it.
Yeah.
We made a whole thing. Put it in caves.
Love it.
And then like the differences between them, right?
So
a cottage cheese versus like a halloumi.
Yeah.
Crazy that those are still the same food.
I love cheese. Oh, halloumi's pretty squeaky.
Halloumi, that's why that was making me think of squeaky cheese. Halloumi's pretty squeaky.
Pretty squeaky.
Paneer, not as squeaky. Nice.
Nice, but not squeaky.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Hannah.
Are you driving?
I would like to petition for Sloppy Sunday to be raised to the same level and global phenomenon as Taco Tuesday. Every
like
Sunday, my boyfriend and I make different versions of sloppy joes. So we start
Hell
with
yes.
regular sloppy joes. We got Southwest sloppy joes, pizza sloppy joes, barbecue sloppy joes. You can really do anything with it. You want a mushu pork sloppy joe? You can have a mushu pork sloppy joe. Greek sloppy joes. Honestly, a sloppy joe is what you say it is.
Any
I would like to petition and get Sloppy Sunday to be official food of Sundays. Thank you so much. As a side note, loose meat sandwiches, Iowa, really just get out of here. They're not on the same level as sloppy joes. Thanks so much.
What do you want to say about this?
I don't know if we can officially say this, but this is the best opinion that's ever been shared in the history of opinions at like casseroles.
Really
right?
good.
This is the best idea.
I feel passionately about sloppy Sundays.
I want to send us your address. I'd love to send you like a medal or something because this is the greatest idea I've ever heard.
Okay.
No, aside from this podcast, like
Giving
even
people
when
medals?
what? Yeah, I
you
think
just give
they
people
deserve
medals?
it because that's like a great idea.
I think it's a great idea. Is it medal worthy?
When's the last time you ate a sloppy joe? Have you ever eaten a sloppy
the
joe
show.
recreationally, not on the show?
Never.
Well, you keep inviting me over for Shabbat, and I never accept. I'm going to start inviting you over to my new weekly religious tradition, which is Sloppy Sunday.
Okay, cool.
And we're going to pick, because do you remember the internationally inspired Sloppy Joe that we made on the television show that we
the
do?
miso one.
It was like a miso ground pork tonkotsu scallion
really good.
soft-boiled egg. It was really good. It was
really
great.
damn good. It was really damn good.
And we could be doing that every Sunday. Instead, I'm over here.
Sunday scaries?
Yeah, I got a little Sunday skip, but I'm roasting chicken on a bed of fennel and potato. I could have made sloppy joes.
Oh my gosh. I want to eat a sloppy joe right now.
What's your dream sloppy joe right now?
I don't know. I was going to say a quote from True Detective and say, I don't sleep, I just dream, but that does not apply here.
My favorite quote from True Detective is, "Stop saying weird Shout out Woody Harrelson. God, yeah, I am very excited by this idea. I mean,
What do I want in a sloppy joe? I don't know, but do you remember whenever I first started working here, I didn't know that a manwich didn't involve ground beef?
Yeah, you thought the can of
Uneducated
manwich.
swine.
Surely they could be putting the ground beef in the can.
I think,
right?
well, if they can do that with Hormel chili.
Yeah, I mean, Hormel chili is very similar. Like, I really want to make something to the equivalent of like birria braising liquid.
Ooh,
some sort of
birria
chili
sloppy joe?
puree. Just hack up ground meat with some
that sounds
onions.
so good.
Toast it. And I mean, it's basically giving it the flavors of chili, but pack all that flavor in there to where it's kind of a mass of ground meat that you can slop into a bun. And just,
I'm into it. Have we done Willet
there's like
sloppy
habanero pickled onions, a little bit of avocado on there.
Have we done Willet sloppy joe on
Some
Mythical?
of the, like the escabeche onions, you know what I mean? With the God, that sounds great, man. I mean, it's basically the Bell Beefer from Taco Bell, but yeah, sloppy Sundays. Adjourned. Sloppy Sundays.
I decree that it is now every Sunday will be sloppy Sunday.
And I'm gonna say I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna forget, and then I'm gonna
Unreliable.
make
You're
a nice salad on
unreliable.
Sunday. Sunday's a good salad day for me. Because, you get a little scared about the week. You're like, what can set me right? A little salad. Well, on that note,
You want me to extrapolate on that? I'm sorry.
thank you so much for stopping by Hot Dog and Sandwich. We got new episodes for every Wednesday on podcast, new episodes every Sunday, wherever you get videos.
I'm slacking Matt Carney so we can do Willet Sloppy Joe one day.
Have we not done with Sloppy Joe?
Apparently not.
Apparently.
If you want to call us and leave opinions, call us at 833-DOG-POD-1. The number again is 833-DOG-POD-1. Gotta do some pelvic tilts, buddy.
I'm trying. I'm over here trying. You ever just grab your rib cage?
No. My ribcage has never really been visible because I have a layer of fat on my stomach.
So you got a big old rib cage, man.
I don't have a big ribcage.
Like when people say big boned, I feel like I have bigger bones.
I can feel my ribs, but there's clearly a layer of chubbiness on it. See? Look.
Gladiators
Pinch it.
intentionally kept a layer of fat. So a scythe could not slice through to the vital organs.
I'm like a gladiator.
And if you want to hear us talk and do more things, check out the Mythical Kitchen YouTube channel. Nicole, tell them about all the shows right there.
Oh, hey, so we have a show called Last Meals. My phone fell. I would like to consider Last Meals to be the best show on the internet. We also have a great show called
Scrappy Meals. We got Scrappy Meals, where I teach you how to make meals out of food scraps.
No.
We got Nighttime Eats. Nighttime Eats, the one that we shoot at midnight.
Do you have an Do you have another YouTube channel?
You mean
You mean to tell me you have another YouTube channel?
I'm just friends with the other YouTube
Who's your
channel.
other culinary producer?